Aku no Hana. Hello and welcome to Anime Say. That's right, I am back. I know we had a little bit of a break. We did the Supernova special, but I'm back and I'm here today to review Aku no Hana. I'm Luke Halliday. Hello. So Aku no Hana's finished. Now, a lot of you had some pretty strong opinions about my previous Aku no Hana video, the Aku no Hana First Impressions. So, I think now that I've got the full picture, I think I can really sum it up and say, well, I was right. As always, I was right. Because Aku no Hana turned out to be one of the worst anime adaptations of all time. It was utterly a disgrace, and honestly, I felt it was really a disservice to the excellent manga that it was based upon. I was really disappointed, and it's not just because the animation. The animation is a major factor, and it was absolutely terrible. A real mistake. But it was also the pacing, the entire atmosphere was wrong, and if you've read the manga, you'll know that it's not right. The anime did not get it right. There's so many things it got wrong, and yeah, it had the atmosphere, but it had an unending sense of dread that really paid off to nothing. And, I mean, if you read the manga, you know that it's not all dread. There's some light-hearted moments, then there's some really fucked up moments. And, funnily enough, we never got to any of the fucked up moments. Instead, it was put to a montage at the end of the series, like a flash forward. I'm guessing they were hoping they'll get a second season, or maybe they just knew they weren't and just decided to throw it all in at the end. Regardless, it was just bad, and the entire series was really just lopsided. No real substantial events. It covered a small portion of the beginning of the manga. Did not really cover any of the truly brilliant parts of the manga because it was so slow. In fact, so slow it was absolutely baffling. They did an episode that had 9 minutes of walking through a town in complete silence. Now that, I can't justify that, and you see people calling this a masterpiece or art. I don't understand how. I mean, it's one of those series that it's different, so people seem to want to attach themselves to it because it makes them cool. I mean, if that's what you like, you want to do that, fine, but this was not a very good series, no doubt about it. It was not great aesthetically, of course, with the animation. It was not great thematically. It did not have any real message or meaning beneath it. All the meaning that was in the manga was completely ripped out. I guess the best way to say it is Aku no Hana is an abortion. It is an absolute abortion. And look, I know some people out there love it, and that's fine. If you guys love it, that's fine. But for me personally, I really was absolutely just disappointed. I'm a fan of the manga, and I couldn't believe what they'd done to it. It was just a shell of its former self. Not a good adaptation at all. And as an anime of itself, I seen someone who said it, I really think they said it best. Aku no Hana is an anime for people who hate anime. Because it's really everything that anime isn't. And I think a lot of the things I love about anime, this series really was the opposite. I love gorgeous animation, and even the dark, gritty animation. This was neither. It was just a strange, uncanny valley middle ground that just didn't work for me whatsoever. And I felt the characterization was wrong, except for Kasuga. Kasuga was done pretty well. I think that they made Nakamura too sensitive and too erratic. But she always had that bit of erratic in the manga, but I felt that she was too vulnerable feeling in the series. Like, she had too much of a soft side that was just wasn't there in the manga. And with Psyche just was bland as all hell, and in the manga, you know, she's really a weak person who just attaches herself to others because she can't be alone. She can't handle it, and the anime kind of really never got to that point, and I don't know, overall it's just very disappointing, and the storytelling was done bad, the pacing was absolutely terrible, music was pretty good, honestly. I like the opening, I love the ending, but all in all, it was a really inept production. Zex is really just fucked up. Plain and simple, is absolute fuck up. Just a mess. Mess of a series that really shouldn't have been made. It honestly shouldn't have, because now we have another terrible adaptation of a brilliant manga, and this is not the first time we've seen stuff like this, and honestly, it's really disappointing it happened to Aku no Hana. Because Aku no Hana is a great manga. Terrible anime, but great manga. I mean, I think I've said everything, but I just can't believe what they did to it. It's an abortion. I mean, if you like it, fine, but I don't know how they could have done this. It just is beyond me how they could get so much wrong. Just... Well, that's gonna be it. Check out the Twitter, Facebook below. Like, subscribe, rate, whatever you want to do. You don't have to, you can do it if you want. I don't know what you want to do. That's gonna be it. Hello and goodbye.